Alright, what's happening everybody? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you lot are doing well. Welcome back to the channel and to today's video. The world of football and indeed Chelsea Football Club keeps turning, and after a convincing 3-0 win against Burnley at home yesterday with a Reece James masterclass, might I add, the world is taking notice of the young English right back more and more of late. Things are progressing generally. Obviously you would have noticed Giroud being left out of the squad and not playing. We all know what's happening there. A bit more on that in a moment. Chelsea have made their first signing of the transfer window. Exciting yet underwhelming, but we'll get into that. It actually is a really good signing. And could the £50 million man be Lewis Dunk that was rumoured? Probably not. That sort of rumour that came out of Sky Sports was said to be a young player from a Premier League rival, not a 28-year-old from a team battling at the lower echelons of the Premier League. But still, I have a few things to say about Lewis Dunk myself. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to Football Therapy. If you've not yet done so, click the bell notifications icon. Why not like the video to help me out, and go subscribe to my other channel if you want a little bit more Jan Unplugged. Link in the top of the description. Let's start with Chelsea's new signing. A number 9, a centre forward, a 16-year-old from Norway. Hold please. Chelsea have completed the signing of 16-year-old Norwegian wonderkid Brian Fiabema, whatever. Yes, it's underwhelming in the sense of this kid's not going to jump into the first team and be amazing all of a sudden because he's 16, but this kid is incredibly highly rated around Europe, and apparently it's a bit of a coup that Chelsea have secured his signature. Now, 16 going on 17, who knows, 17 going on 18 could be included in the first team squad. We all know the inclinations of Frank Lampard, Jody Morris and Joe Edwards. If they see a kid doing the business in the development squad, they might sit him on the bench in a cup game, and who knows, by the time he's 18, maybe even 17, he could be in Chelsea's first team. A lot of rhyming there. So Chelsea's first signing of the window isn't a Galactico, but pictures of him holding up the number 9 shirt for, the under-18s, posing with Frank Lampard and Callum Hudson-Odoi on the match day against Burnley. It's a positive thing. It's just not what certain Chelsea fans want right now in terms of strengthening the starting 11 or indeed just the first team squad. But good news is good news, and if Frank Lampard and the rest of Chelsea are hyped on this kid, I think Chelsea fans could probably see a little bit of him in not too long. Right, with one confirmed incoming player into Chelsea Football Club, let's talk about inevitable exit. Olivier Giroud, World Cup winner, a bit of a cult hero for Chelsea. I've always maintained after we won the FA Cup and Europa League with Chelsea as the top scorer, and obviously did a few bits in the Premier League, linking up with Eden Hazard as well. He's had a great time at Chelsea. He's pretty much gone and he's going to go to Inter Milan, it looks like. Sky Sports reported on this. One moment, please. So, officials from Serie A met with Giroud's agents in talks last week. We all know that. I think even Frank Lampard sort of admitted, yes, everyone knows what's going on here. Guy in Italy reported on Friday that Giroud, whose deal expires this summer, has agreed a 2.5-year contract with Inter Milan, which, considering his age, that's a touch for Giroud in Italy. I know people say players play for longer in Italy and, older players do better in Serie A, but still, 2.5 years, I'm sure he's very happy with that, and definitely will still lead the line this summer for France. Everybody wins. When it comes to negotiations, there is less than £1 million or €1 million between Chelsea's request and Inter's offer. The Blues have asked for 4.3 million plus 850,000. Now, Sky reported this. I don't know what it means plus that. Basically, they've asked for just over 5 million in all, while Inter have offered 3.4 million plus this 850,000, which I do not understand how that works at all. Great news reporting from me, eh? The point being here, they're very, very close to agreeing a deal, and it does look like it's going to happen. For me, for 6 months left on this contract for a guy who's 33, getting anything out of it is really, really good. Chelsea often do really well in these deals. Marina Granovskaya, masterclass, I guess. Squeezing money out of players that you never thought you were going to get money from. I'm not going to run through it now, but there's actually countless examples of when Chelsea have made loads of money back off certain. Morata and Costa recently, when how we made over 50 million each on those players, considering the circumstances, is mental. So Giroud's on his way out. It's gonna happen. Conte gets his rotational striker, the Europa League specialist. Remember, Conte's in the Europa League now with Inter Milan. he's sorted, really. It'll make sense. Giroud gets his time. Chelsea are going to be maybe short for strikers, and actually in the news as well, Michy Batshuayi has been rumoured for a Chelsea exit also. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this because this is very much a rumour. I understand why people want Batshuayi. Apparently Villa really want him. You'd understand that. He's a good finisher. They need a striker. There's the John Terry connection. And he's been heavily linked with a move back to Palace, where he enjoyed a really successful loan spell in Croydon. The thing is, Batshuayi likes being a second striker. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He's happy at Chelsea. He told a Belgian publication recently, Michy, that, look man, I've never really been the main guy. I've always been the second striker, and I'm happy with that. And I'm happy doing that at Chelsea. I love Chelsea. I want to stay here. Dude's happy. He likes living in London. He likes pretty much the setup, what he's getting paid, his role. So I understand why he wouldn't want that to change, but Chelsea need to get a little bit more out of him, and you kind of need your second striker to be, as nice as that is for Batshuayi, it's a little bit passive. You want your second striker to really be knocking on the door of the first, Tammy Abraham in this case, and putting the pressure on. Now, Tammy scored again yesterday. He's been performing well. But, you know, I'm just saying, it doesn't hurt to have a second striker that really keeps the first on their toes, and also is really effective when they come on, and Michy's kind of been in frustrating form of late. So we'll see what happens with the strikers. Right, now, Lewis Dunk, £50 million, let's talk about it. For all you guys, it might sound mental, and it's a lot of money. It is. It's a lot of money. But let me play devil's advocate here. To be honest, this story came out today, and I've kind of looked at it and said, shall I talk about this? Shall I report on it? But I'm kind of inclined to do so because I am a massive Lewis Dunk fan and have been for a long time as a bit of a football stats nerd. When Leicester City sold Harry Maguire to Manchester United for, was it £85 million? Sure, things worked out great with Soyuncu, but I was saying the first thing they should have done is get Lewis Dunk. Instead, they tried to buy Nathan Ake and they got quoted £75 million. Now, obviously that was ridiculous. I'm not saying they should have tried to buy Dunk immediately for 50, but they should maybe have offered 30, 40 million for Lewis Dunk. His numbers are incredible, and how he hadn't got a call up for England the last couple of international breaks, to me, is mental. Lewis Dunk is 28 years old. Sure, he's not young, but he's got the leadership qualities to command a back line. He knows English football absolutely backwards. He's no mug, he doesn't fall for any tricks, and he's a very good footballer. Dunk is one of those centre-backs that have done loads of clutch performances where his metrics in a certain game are just like astronomical, like, you know, you just won't get past him, kind of like shades of John Terry from days past. He's good on the ball with both feet, he's good in the air, he's, like I said, he's savvy, he understands English football, but you can't get past him a lot of the time. He's very good defensively, and although 50 million sounds insane, probably is pretty crazy, I personally understand why another Premier League team would be quoted that for Lewis Dunk in this current market climate. Now, should Chelsea buy him? Probably not. I wanted to talk about him because I'm a super fan, and if Chelsea did somehow wound up with Lewis Dunk, if there was something behind these rumours, I wouldn't be all that mad. He brings a seniority to the back line which Chelsea often are lacking. He's a very good defender, and Chelsea would just be awesome with him in the back line personally. Now, again, I'm not one of these people that criticise Chelsea centre-backs massively. I think Christensen was very good. All four of Chelsea's centre-backs are all talented. Rudiger, Zuma, Tomori, Christensen, all good centre-backs. None of them are bad, literally. They're all Premier League quality centre-backs. Now, you can't say that for other top 6 clubs. They have centre-backs in there that probably aren't Premier League quality or anywhere near the quality they'd want. Chelsea have quality at centre-back. So really, it's probably not a priority position. I know everyone's saying, oh, Chelsea need to get a centre-half in, Chelsea need to get a centre-half in. But really, let's be honest, it's a left-back and it's an attacker and maybe a backup striker, in my opinion. But Lewis Dunk, 50 million, it won't be this 50 million secret link of a young player. But still, I wouldn't be really mad at that because I think Lewis Dunk's an amazing player. I know this is my sort of nerd stats bias coming in, but I just thought it was a funny thing to report on and talk about. Anyway, I want to hear what you guys think about this situation. How would you reflect on Giroud's time at Chelsea? Because it does look like he's out the door. Do you think Michy Batshuayi is good enough to be the only backup behind Tammy Abraham to see us out to the end of the season? Would you welcome someone like Lewis Dunk into the club? Just forget about the price tag for the moment. A senior centre-back that's very talented, good numbers experience? Or do you just think, no Jan, I don't want that? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, please do go check out the second channel, Jan's Yard. I've got new artwork on there and I'm trying to upload most days, and it's a little bit more chill than football therapy, and you might enjoy it. So go check out Jan's Yard. Click the link in the top of the description. And of course, if you've not yet subscribed to Football Therapy, please do, and like the video to help me out. Remember, you can follow me on social media at Football Yannick on both Instagram and Twitter. That's it from me, guys. You lot enjoy the football. I'll keep you updated. Come back every single day. I'll see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo, chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, bitch.